Morning everyone, just like to share my newest journal with you all. I must apologise if it sounds very noisy in the background. It's absolutely torrential rain outside. I'm really not mourning because as those of us in the UK know, the heat's been horrendous lately, so rain seems very refreshing this morning. And it also seems very apt with my journal. I've had enough of summer. Summer's gone as far as I'm concerned. It's been too hot, haven't liked it. So now I'm feeling autumny and I'm moving into my favourite time of the year. I love September, I love October. I just love the run up from now to Christmas. And I know I'm sorry I've said the Christmas word in August, but there you go. Anyway, the journal, I've named her Blessed Wild Apple Girl. The reason for that, there is a song that I really love of the same title, and it's by T-Rex. I might link it below because nobody else will really interest. It's not the most brilliant song in the world, but I've just always loved it because I've loved the lyrics. It's all about sort of a feeling of autumn coming and belting, fires, and it's just a song that I've really loved. So that's the thing behind the journal, which is sort of, I've tried to go for a green appley feel to go with, obviously, with Blessed Wild Apple Girl. It is traveller size and it measures 8 1/4 by 4 1/2. What did I say it had page wise? I might have to recheck that, but I think it's got 52 off the top of my head. But I will list all listings below. And I've used mainly papers from Artymaze's digital kit called Ferns and Mushrooms, and also her eco-dyed papers, which I just thought went really well with this journal. Yeah, I think that's the size-wise I've got out of the way. Right, it's made up of like green fabric, which I've just put some burlap underneath, some other fabric underneath of which was green, just done a little bit of green trim and some goldish bling, and a little bit of tassel, whatever you call these things, at the bottom. You see it. And I love this image. It's one of Mrs. Cogg's, and I think the collection that I used was actually called Apples, and there's some really lovely images. I'm not in frame here, am I? Down, right. I love this image. It's just of a beautiful little girl, like picking apples, young lady should I say. Just got a little dangly thing with a fairy on the front, and it's a very simple closure. That's the back, which has just got an envelope which I'll come to after, which is just full of ephemera, so I'll just take that to one side. Like I said, very simple closure. I've not, well, it's sort of started to get a bit bulky, but I've tried to put more ephemera in the envelope for whoever gets it, can sort of make it more into their own journal. Sometimes I feel I put too much of me in a journal, and anyone who buys it, it's not enough room left for them to interpret their journal. So if that's the reason I've tried to sort of be a little bit less ephemera. But it has got plenty of journaling cards and things in. I've just put a little fabric pocket, and I've not cut the ties off or threads off yet, but I've sort of leave them on because I know some people like them and some don't. So if you're one that don't, they do easily come off. They just got some what do you call them? Apple journaling cards. There's a little Tim Holt, just turned into a little booklet. Here I've done a journaling card with some Edith Holden collaging, little fairy note, what do you call these? Embossed little tag things, and just a little tag onto it. Won't pull everything off. Like I said, I've tried to leave this journal predominantly for writing. So a lot of the ephemera is just clipped in, so it can be removed, or you can add your own or swap it with other pieces. Like I said, I do think journals sometimes are a personal thing, and they should reflect you really and not the maker. some of these lovely papers from Artymaze. I've got an Edith Holden September page, which I really love this. It just really speaks to me of September. And another inspiration behind this is my apple crop. I was just looking at yesterday. I've got tons of apples. I've got a couple of apple trees at the back. So I'm really looking forward now to getting into the fall to do some cooking. Sorry about this noise in the background. It really does come down onto my patio, the rain when it rains. So I'm looking forward to gathering my apples, and if I was keeping it, I'd probably write all my apple recipes in there, because I do love apples and I love cooking with them. But that's a whole another video on another day. Just done some tea dyed paper. Yeah, I think it was tea, which I've just stamped lightly. And a bit of these images from Mrs. Cog. Here I've just put a Tim Holtz die in with some of the little tickets from Ferns and Mushrooms. I think that is the main kit I have used in here. Some more little images of people gathering apples. Little tuck spot here, some more mushrooms. Plenty of writing space. I've just done some fabric ruffles along the side. More eco dyed paper. Just put some little gold trim and stuff at the side. Little collage tag up. Here I've just made another journaling card out of an Edith Holden page, where I've just added some mushrooms, some words, a little bit of Tim Holtz at the back. I've made a little pocket at the front, which I've just collaged up with some cheesecloth, little cut out mushroom, which I've just fussy cutted, a bit of stamping. Surprising how quick the autumn does start to come in. It's really got that autumny feel now in the air at the moment. Like I said, it is my favourite time of year, so I'm not complaining. All the tags are from the Ferns and Mushroom kit, which I've just backed with some of the kit paper behind. That's a little tuck spot of looks like a family gathering apples, which wouldn't that be lovely thing to do with a big sheet and just gather them. And the centre, I've just used an Edith Holden page, which was just too nice. I just couldn't cut it down. It's got all about like the crabapple, fruits of wild corn or dogwood. That's what I call it. But I love that page. It's very autumnal. I couldn't bear to cut it, so I've kept it. Another little tuck spot. I have a little girl and a boy with a big basket of red apples. Some ruffle. This is just from an old Flower Fairies book which I have. It's called Old Man's Beard Fairy, and I just love it because he's green and he just looks cute. Just lightly stamped it, so there's still plenty of room for writing in. Up to press, I've not put this into my Etsy shop because I'm trying to sell them without going via the Etsy route. So if anybody is interested, I am on Instagram as Bohemian Rhapsody GB. You can message me from there, or message me from Karen. I'm on most of the Facebook book groups for junk journaling. I do have a Facebook page called Bohemian Rhapsody GB, but I tend to not use it much. But I might start listing stuff on it. So if anyone is interested, just PM me. I've done a little bit of collage in here with some napkins. There's a little bee and a little flower there. I just thought that colours look quite autumnal. This paper's also from the Ferns and Mushroom kit. Oh, I think, or it might actually be from, no, I think it is Ferns and Mushrooms. I will put the link to Andrea Maze, sorry Andrea, I'm calling you Andrea Maze now, to Andrea's shop, Artymaze, in the description box below. Some more Tim Holtz, another little fussy cutted mushroom with a tag, just turned into a tuck spot. Love these eco dyed papers. Here I've just made a little booklet from some Edith Holden, which I've just put a little trim on. It's just a little image of a girl there picking apples, and there's just some blank paper in. It's just all, you know, for extra writing space. Little fabric ruffle, another little journaling card I've just collaged up with various bits of music paper and some ferns, a little bit of green leaf trim, a little, I think that's the little willow fairy. And I've also put in a note from the bookkeeper. These I've downloaded from Jibidniri's website. They are free to download and it's lovely. Just explain to you about junk journaling really, because some people still ask me, what do you do with them? How do you use them? My answer is sort of basically however you like, but some people seem a bit intimidated, I think, about writing in them, but I like to write in my book, each to their own. Little sunflower there, which I've just decoupaged onto the corner. Some more eco-dyed paper, the other side of Edith Holden. Try to keep the colours very autumnal, so they're mainly green, sort of yellowish, them sort of tones, browns. I'm looking forward now to starting on some autumn journals, seeing as I'm in autumn mood. Another little tag, the mushroom on, and another Mrs. Cogg's images from apples. Back page I've just made into a pocket, just collaged up with a little autumn fairy and a little booklet paper writing page actually, which it just says what to look for in September. Hedgehog is sleepy, oats bound into stooks, that's it. Conkers can be found, it's just a few little bits. Squirrels. And speaking of hedgehogs, I've just discovered I've got one living in my garden and I'm chuffed a bit, so I've been out feeding him every night and videoing him because I love hedgehogs. And his name is Heathcliff and I think he's enjoying being in the garden at the moment. Right, that's the journal. Here I've just made a little envelope out of some eco-dyed paper that somebody kindly sent me. I think it was Deanna. Thank you, I love your eco-dyeing. Just collaged it up with little bits of stamps, a bit of decoupage. Just decoupage some leaves on and some trim. But inside I've just put some, like I was saying, I like the journal to be sort of reflect the owner, so I've just put some journaling cards in so you could sort of just add your own stuff or take them out, swap them all about, whatever. They just always come in handy for extra writing, and some little bits there for anyone who wants to do some collaging in it. I just thought I'd put them in. Most of these are the Mrs. Cogg's apple images anyway. So that does come with the journal. I've just put it on here so I didn't really lose it, and I didn't want to bulk the journal out too much. Right there, yeah. So that's basically Blessed Wild Apple Girl. I keep wanting to call her Blessed Wild Apple Child. It's a bit of a mouthful sometimes, but that's what I will be listing her up. And like I said, I'll hold on till Saturday before I list it to see if anyone's interested, and if not, I'll be listing it probably Saturday. Okay, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you're all keeping well and safe. Take care, bye.